So, I found out what UCLA means in reverse, and it turns out, maybe first to discover this, I don't know. A-L, right? Just want to make sure. A-L-C-U. And so people are like, well, what's ALCU? You know, like, we don't really know, like, what that is. Because there's just so many, like, organizations that apparently help people. They really don't. They only have, like, basically, like, one or two jobs to do. Which I don't want to get into that, okay? I'm not even a conspiracy theorist, whatever. Basically, ALCU is a coalition. I don't know if, like, that's how it's, like, termed or whatever. The terminology. Whatever have you, but basically it's supposed to be a council for like human rights, sort of, right? So like, oh, we'll help you, you know, to support the stuff. But I went to Citizens Commission on Human Rights organization in Los Angeles, and I basically said something to the effect of, hey, I have autism, and basically it's not just that I want to identify or use that as an excuse with that. I'm just saying that also there's no obsession with UCLA. Like, I could go to USC. I could choose either one. But, I mean, if none accept me, it's like, what am I going to do? I'm going to get upset. I mean, logically, am I going to get upset? I literally sleep in the streets every single day. Am I really going to get upset if UCLA or USC doesn't want to accept me anymore? I could hardly even get blankets from them. I haven't even tried USC. God, it's probably going to be an entire mission. Dude, you know how they said, oh, there's going to be Project 2025, and they're going to have like, what do you call it? It means like when there's like militias and like war and stuff. Basically anarchy. Project 2025, whatever. And yeah, that the military was gonna like do all these things to these people. It's like, well, that kind of makes sense. Like, the president is actually like on this list that everybody keeps talking about. And with the whole like, I thought it was pronounced not like I guess Wiener dog, but it's Reiner. Some people were saying, oh, Rob Reiner. Like, and I'm like, did you say? I'm not going to get into this. So basically, and the reason why I'm mentioning Rob Reiner is not only in Los Angeles, but like, I've been homeless everywhere, basically. Like, anywhere in Los Angeles, basically. So, and there's like homeless gangs. And then like, when they're doing this homeless count, I was like, oh, okay. So you're going to do a homeless count, right? Did you count how many protesters were behind me? Did you count how much graffiti was vandalized on people who risked their lives to make sure that there's somewhere nice to go? Okay, it doesn't matter whether it's USC or UCLA or, I don't know, what else is there? UC Berkeley? Berkeley is like way too far. That architecture is definitely good because it's made basically on a mountain slope a little bit. Not really, though. But the point is that it took a lot of work to have to like break the stone. If you had an entire group of women, right? They're like, we're going to break this stone and we're going to all do it as a team, right? And they actually made something like really good. Would it be any different? Would it be any different if it was a transgender person, whether they're male, female, or wait, masculine and feminine? That's how I was going to say it, right? So, I mean, all I'm saying is that I've tried to get healthcare, and because I was talking about this list, now I basically am going to like just pay for everything. Like, I wore my hat, I wore my kippah, and they could have just attacked me. They could have just been like, "Oh, why are you Mexican wearing a kippah? Why are you Mexican wearing a yarmulke? What's your problem? Do you support Donald Trump?" So he just gets in my face, and I'm just like, there's this like monkey on YouTube, and like they feed this monkey just like a whole bunch of food, but nothing that would like actually harm the monkey. Like they would actually, you know, give them relatively good food for, you know, their health, but they still like kind of overfeed it, and like they're just making sure that it's healthy and it has a comfortable place to be because it only has one arm. It's out in China, dude, and it's just so cool. I love this monkey. It's so awesome. The monkey just like looks like, oh my gosh, it's just so cool. Monkey's just so cool. Oh man. Anyway, UCLA health sucks. All these healthcare in LA sucks. There's no healthcare in LA. Fuck you, Gavin Newsom. Yeah, that's basically it. Karen Bass, I guess, no respects to you. Since she's a woman, I'm going to be polite about it. Since my mom gets to work for LAUSD and then takes my education, I get bullied by basically all my family. I don't even have to mention anybody else because my dad went to Mexico and literally had his own business in Mexico, which is the equivalent of just having a small, crappy mechanic shop. No offense, Dad. Are you even here to hear that, Dad? Also, they're all saying like, screw Donald Trump, but if they had the money, wouldn't they just do the same exact thing? Wouldn't that make logical sense? So if one AI goes bad, do you think like all the other AIs aren't going to go bad too?